Well, well, well. Steve Smith Sr. and James Palmer are at it again. They're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. And I am telling you, they were talking about this before other people were. But people are starting to get on the bandwagon because they're noticing that this Cowboys team is different. Let me let you hear the intro of what James Palmer said, and then we're going to get into what Steve Smith Sr. said about the Dallas Cowboys. Let's roll it.
Steve, are the Dallas Cowboys the team in the NFC that nobody wants to play? That might be the case. Now, they need to win this game against the Lions and win these. That would essentially win them these 3 games in these 12 days, as they've already taken off both teams that played in the Super Bowl this past year in Philadelphia and Kansas City. If they win this game against the Lions, they have a 42% chance of making the postseason. If they lose it, a 9% chance. But if they find a way to get in, Steve, I don't think anybody wants to play this Dallas Cowboys team with the way that they are playing right now in
Dallas Cowboys fans, I think every Cowboys fan needs to hear what Steve Smith Sr. and James Palmer said about the Dallas Cowboys. Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. If you like this video, don't forget at the end to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. If you haven't become a channel member subscriber yet, please do. We got a lot more things coming up this season. Now let's talk facts. It is no doubt the Cowboys has to be one of the hottest teams in the league right now. I mean, when we're talking about hot teams, who are we talking about? We're talking about the Patriots. We're talking about the Broncos. We're talking about the Seahawks, the Rams, and the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are a red-hot team right now. And there are teams that beat the Cowboys in the past. I don't think they can see the Cowboys now. I don't think the Panthers and I don't think the Bears can see the Cowboys right now. But nevertheless, because the Cowboys had a few losses early on that they shouldn't have had, especially when you think about the Arizona Cardinals game, the Cowboys have kind of put themselves, or they were behind the 8 ball. But because of the way they have been playing ever since the trade deadline, the Marshawn Kneeland issue, Quentin Williams coming in, Logan Wilson coming in, Overshown coming back, Savon Revel Jr.'s emergence. Now that we're seeing him and the rest of this team, the way they're wheeling and dealing. Of course, we already know about the offense with Pickens, Dak, and CeeDee Lamb. I mean, the Cowboys are all of a sudden a team that nobody wants to see. And James Palmer and Steve Smith Sr. have a lot more to say. Check this out.
inspired football. We'll get to both sides of the football, but let's start with the man who's in charge of all of it, and Brian Schottenheimer, in a hire that a lot of people scrutinized, and a lot of people had opinions about. I think all of those people should take note of what Brian Schottenheimer is doing right now.
Well, you never know what a guy is going to do until he gets the opportunity. And he's also had the opportunity where there was some drama going on. And I was, you were told, I was told, we heard just how he was able to handle Michael Parsons and had a lot of conversations with him all to the side, outside the camera's view, to support him no matter what the outcome was. And you can start to see, and man, he's doing a really good job. The nucleus of players that they've gotten him through free agency, right? Through trades, and then also through the trades within the season, that has really propelled this defense and this whole team in a way that no one saw coming. And Dak, through it all, has been playing consistent, high-level football and doesn't get enough credit, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I don't know. I think right now it's him, Drake May, and Matthew Stafford playing the best quarterback play right now in the NFL. Yeah. And Dak has been playing outstanding. You mentioned what they've been through this season. I remember when Brian Schottenheimer had his introductory press conference, Stephen, he literally said, "I want to build the best culture in the history of sports."
I'm going to always remember that statement. I've talked about this. He's built a culture that was able to endure Michael Parsons. And man, if you don't understand it now, you should. If you didn't understand it then, you should understand it now. Man, Michael Parsons is especially when he was with the Cowboys. I mean, he was a handful as far as not problems off the field, but as far as him and his media presence. I don't even think, really, I'll just be honest with you, I don't really think he fit the team. But that's a whole nother discussion. But nevertheless, Brian Schottenheimer was able to deal with a lot of things, especially with Michael Parsons. I mean, it could have been a real freak show had it not been for Brian Schottenheimer. I think he was keeping Michael Parsons as calm as he could with everything that was going on. And then you think about even the part with Trayvon Diggs. Brian Schottenheimer even mentioned the whole situation. He kind of alluded to Trayvon Diggs about real conversations and things that are being said. I mean, Brian has been able to handle so many things, taking over from Mike McCarthy, bringing in a brand new coaching staff. I mean, the Marshawn Kneeland thing. I mean, dealing with how bad the defense was the first half of the season, more than first half of the season. I mean, Brian has just been able to take just hit after hit after hit after hit, and he just keeps coming. He just keeps coming. He keeps getting his team prepared. And so this statement right here, I'm not going to forget it. I'm not going to forget it. And I think this culture, even with Brian had a few games where Brian wasn't calling good games, but his culture kept the team together. And man, we saw it against the Eagles. It was on full display. And then again, we saw it against the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think we're going to see it against the Detroit Lions. I'm telling you, Brian Schottenheimer, I got on this thing early, before anybody, as far as I know of, was tooting the horn of Brian Schottenheimer. I got on it early. I could tell the way he was talking. He was talking different. Hadn't heard a coach talk like him pretty much almost since Jimmy Johnson. But yeah, they're right. Brian Schottenheimer has been incredible. And him and Dak Prescott are really driving this bus.
Well, that's been tested this year, certainly. When during their bye, they lose Marshawn Kneeland to suicide. And what I have been told by people inside that building, Steve, is I don't think we could have had a better head coach in place to help our team get through this. I don't think we could have had a better player than Dak Prescott in our building to help us get through this. Remember, he usually writes on his tape, on his wrists, ask for help. Obviously, suicide has touched him personally, Solomon Thomas as well. And so what Schottenheimer and this group have been able to do to get through something that really nobody should ever go through during their playing career, and find a way to galvanize this team and play the way they're playing and the inspired football that they're playing. He is a relationship builder, one, and he's great at it. But two, we haven't seen him call plays since 2020, Steve. And he is playing really good football with this offense and Dak Prescott and the weapons that they have. Now, I understand there's a lot of talent there, but I've seen this evolve as the season's gone on with the way Schottenheimer's working it.
Yeah, I think what they're saying is right on point. I'm telling you, Brian Schottenheimer is in the running for the coach of the year. The only coach that I can see that could beat him out is Ben Johnson. Because what Ben Johnson has done with the Chicago Bears is nothing short of a miracle. Brian Schottenheimer, what he's done with the Cowboys, despite everything that was swirling around him, is also nothing short of a miracle. I also think Mike Vrabel, I think this is his first name, I think Vrabel is also going to be in the running for the coach of the year, even though the New England Patriots schedule has been so easy. But you can only play who you play. And when you look at what they had went through those last 2 or 3 seasons, and then they turn it around to this, and I'm actually we're going to have to talk about this at a later date, but people were talking about that Joe Milton was pushing this quarterback, or that he was better than the quarterback we're watching for New England right now. Oh my, man. I mean, even if the competition has been a little easy, this dude's been balling, and his leadership has been showing on the field. But I digress. Brian Schottenheimer is going to be in the running for the coach of the year. And I'm telling you now, I believe if the Cowboys win out, and I do believe they're going to win out, this Detroit game is the game of games today. Now, we're going to be saying from this point forward, every game is a big game. But no, this Detroit Lions game is the game of games. It's a playoff game. It's on the road. It's what the Cowboys need. They need this game so they can be prepared when they go into the playoffs, because I believe they're going to win the division. I think Philly loses at least 2 more games. Cowboys win out. I think they're winning the division. The Cowboys will get that one home game. Then they'll have to go on the road. And, hey, me and a subscriber, Michio, we've been talking about this. Dak told the ownership of the Rams he'll see them in the NFC Championship game. This is about to be a heavy talking point, especially after the Cowboys beat the Rams today. But again, y'all tell me what y'all think. We're going to cover this today in the live stream as it applies to what Steve Smith Sr. and James Palmer are talking about. I think it's some very good talking points. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And until the next time, DC4L, God bless. Let's talk Cowboys where we talk facts. Peace.